I'm Keith Lovett, Director of the Buttonwood Park Zoo, and we are very excited to have you here today to show our newest exhibit, newest habitat here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo, and this is our outdoor rainforest exhibit. In July 2017, we opened our new Rainforest, Rivers, and Reefs exhibit, and we've had great success, not only from a guest experience standpoint, guests have loved the new exhibit, but also to how much the animals have thrived in the new habitats. Well, to provide even better homes for the animals here at the zoo, we have opened an extension of Rainforest, Rivers, and Reefs, where now the animals that reside inside during the winter are allowed to come outside seasonally in the warm weather. So not only do they get the great habitats outside, but they get the great habitats inside as well. One of the unique things about Rainforests, Rivers, and Reefs, which has been continued with this new habitat, is that we do a mixed species concept for these animals. It isn't just about one animal and one habitat. We're trying to recreate a wild habitat. So we'll have everything in the case of this exhibit, primates outside, monkeys outside, in this case TT monkeys. We have ducks in the water down below. We have Amazon river turtles, some pheasant species, even in our sauries, a close relative to the toucan. All these animals are living together, mingling like they would in the wild, and actually it creates a much more stimulated environment for the animals. So not only have we created a stimulating habitat for the guests who come and see these wonderful animals, but we also have created habitats so these animals are doing extremely well, and we're very proud here at the zoo. We're here in front of our Bolivia habitat in our Rainforest, Rivers, and Reefs building, and we're very excited because we have a new arrival, and that is in the form of a baby Galvez monkey. Galvez monkeys, which is a vulnerable species in the wild, are found from the upper Amazon basin in South America. We've had the species here at the zoo for about a year, and this is the second birth we've had of Galvez monkeys. Now, Galvez monkeys, which is an all-black small monkey known as a callitrichid species, is a species done very well here at the zoo. That's all evident by the two births we have, but it's also been a great hit with guests. This is a species that spends a lot of time in the lower canopies in the wild, and they're always right front and center when visitors come to see them. So not only are we excited because it's a nice new addition here to the zoo, because it's also a conservation story here at the zoo. This is a species, as I said, that's vulnerable in the wild, and we're trying to save these animals by not only bringing them in a captive standpoint, but also to help them by providing conservation funding and support to help their habitat, protect their habitat in the wild as well. Although we're standing in front of this construction site, it is soon going to be a new habitat for a very special animal. Next to the entrance to our Asian elephant habitat, we're going to be building a new home for an endangered species here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo. And that new species is a red panda. Red panda, which I said is an endangered species, is a species that's found through temperate Asia, through Nepal, through China, and it's a species that many people have fallen in love with at first look because it's one of the most adorable looking species that you ever see. In addition to being an adorable looking species, this is also a very unique species from a behavioral standpoint. You can even just look at the animal's diet. Red pandas mostly eat one type of food item, and that is bamboo. So how are we going to get bamboo for our red pandas here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo? We've actually started a community program where we're working with community members to actually go and harvest bamboo that they have grown in the backyard. What is an invasive species to many homeowners in this area is a great food item for our red panda. We have one panda right now at the zoo. His name is Jacob, and he's in quarantine. All new animals that come to the zoo go through quarantine, and in the future we hope to have additional red pandas for this habitat. And this is just our first phase of our red panda habitat. Although this is going to be a great home for Jacob and a friend in the near future, we're also going to be expanding this across the walkway, and we're going to have a second red panda habitat over the next year. So we're very excited for what's coming here at the zoo. Over the last few years, we have been really expanding the amount of bird species and specimens we have here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo, and in particular with regard to waterfowl, which are swans, ducks, and geese. One of the species that we have at the Buttonwood Park Zoo is Magellan Goose. Now, this is actually a very rare species. We're about one of the only zoos in the entire country that has this species. And what is incredibly exciting for us is actually we have been able to breed the species over the last year. We have two goslings that have been hatched this summer and that are thriving with their parents right now. Now, what's unique about Magellan geese is, first off, they're found from southern South America, but their parents are completely dimorphic. And what I mean by that is their feathers are different colors. The male is an white animal with black barring, whereas the female is a brown animal with black barring. So the males and females look nothing alike. Why is this? Well, because in the wild, the female is the one that sits on the eggs, so having that brown feather color actually works as camouflage. So this is a unique species here at the zoo. It's a species you're probably not going to see anywhere else in the country, and the fact that we've been able to have these two goslings born makes it very exciting and a great species to look up when you're here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo.
Hi, I'm Carrie Hawthorne, the Curator of Education here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo, and we're here today to look at the Junior Duck Stamp Art Display that we host every year for 6 weeks in the summer. This is a program developed by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service, and what we have on display here are some of the 100 best of show artworks from kindergartners through 12th graders here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So students around the state get to learn all about waterfowl, their importance in our environment, and then put it into an art form where they can show just how important and beautiful these species are right here in our home state. Each year, the Fish and Wildlife Service here in Massachusetts sends us a collection of some of the best artwork from the contest, and each year we also get the best of show. So this year you can see here some beautiful Canada geese that a student has drawn. Again, these students are kindergartners through 12th graders from all over, and this is a national project. So these will then get submitted to the National Award, and finally one finalist from around the country will be chosen to be turned into the actual duck stamp that the United States Postal Service will sell, and the proceeds go to support waterfowl conservation. You can really see by just the beautiful detail of these paintings how much these kids love animals and have learned about them through this project. This is one of my favorite examples. When you look at this one, it says Group 1. That means that someone in kindergarten through 2nd grade did this painting, and in this case, this was an 8-year-old student. I know as an adult I couldn't do anything near as beautiful as this, so this really just shows their true passion for the wildlife.